Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning. Share your views and opinions this morning. We value them. Call in and give us a shout out. 803-226-0041 or 0043. Become the better you to be the best virtue. All right, coach. Hi, good morning, guys. This is Jackie.
And Coach Patrick.
And you're listening to Shout 94.7 FM here on WAAW.
Hey, this is the day the Lord has made.
God, and we're going to choose to rejoice and be glad in it, guys. But sometimes you got to do that. You got to choose. You got to make a choice to choose.
On purpose.
On purpose. Because every morning you ain't going to feel like doing that. You know, sometimes you just want to get into that flesh and you just want to like, no, I'm not going to let that show up today. I got to choose to who I allow to show up today. That's why it's very important to start your day off. Set your day early in the morning by going into prayer, positive affirmations, talking to God. You have to do that.
That's right. And I like how you say set your day, because by the words of our mouth, we do that. When we speak positivity, when we speak the word of God and declare that, hey, we are going to have a good day today because this is the day the Lord has made, then everything tends to go in your way. And then when those challenges come, you tend to handle them properly, in the spirit. Yeah.
You have to, and you have to speak those things that what you want to see. You got to speak it, because life and death is in the power of the tongue.
That's right.
So we have to speak those things that we want, because when we speak, our words are seed. So they're going out in the atmosphere.
That's
so
right.
we got to speak what we want back.
That's it.
That's it. Even though we want to, we really want to, but we have to choose not to. Now let's be real, because we do battle with that flesh.
Oh yeah, and then those are the times when saying nothing is better than saying something.
Right.
You have to put that flesh.
You gotta
but listen, we're so happy to be back on the air.
Amen. Yes, God be the glory.
AM, the voice of the gospel truth is back, and we're excited about it. Again, this is July, so happy birthday to everyone that's celebrating a birthday in this great month. We have a few people that we know of, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people celebrating in July. But our grandbaby Aya, she's celebrating her 6th birthday.
Happy birthday to you, Aya.
Actually, it was yesterday.
Yes, and she's still celebrating. And she's still
been celebrating now a month.
Oh, that's my granddaughter. She get it honestly.
So happy birthday, Aya. Happy birthday to my nephew Roderick in Mobile, Alabama. Happy birthday, Joanne. Moody is celebrating the big 60. Happy birthday,
Joanne. Yeah. Awesome.
That's awesome. Celebrate yourself.
Yes.
That's right. And happy anniversary to everybody out there that's celebrating an anniversary in this great month of July. However you did it, jump the broom, tied the knot, you did it, and you are becoming one. Create memories, create a family, build family, and just be happy that God has brought you two together. A couple of anniversaries we know of is our pastor and our first lady celebrating 39 years of marriage. Wow.
Yes. And commitment. Our pastor, Dr. Michael and Benita Mitchell, Restoration Ministry International. Happy anniversary, 39 years of just bless. Yes. Just continue to move forward, continue to be that example and that light for others' marriages.
Most definitely.
Yes.
And Don and Donna Westby anniversary is this month. So happy anniversary to you guys.
Yes.
Listen, if you would like to be a sponsor, partner, or friend of this broadcast, you can call us at 706-592-8862. We would love for you to help us do what we do in the community and on this radio station. Just want a quick announcement about the Welcome Back WAA Celebration Luncheon, which is coming next month, August the 23rd, which is on a Saturday at 12 p.m. It's going to be held at the Leslie B. Price Senior and Youth Center, and that's located at 841 Edgefield Avenue Northwest in Aiken, South Carolina, right here in Aiken, South Carolina. There's going to be a lot of things going on. We got a lot of good things lined up for you guys, so we want you guys to come in so we can meet and greet the community and just restore relationships so you guys can see who's behind the mic throughout the week. So we're looking forward to that. There are opportunities for you to get a program booklet, ads. You know, if you have a business, if you're an entrepreneur, or even if you're just a listener, you know, there's an opportunity for you to put shout outs or whatever you want to put in the booklet. You can call the office at 803-649-6405 to get more information on that. Guys, we're going to be pushing as a fundraiser because there's a lot of great things that we want to do to the station to make it better for you, for the listeners, because we want to be your station of choice, and that's our so
and this is the community station as well, you know, so we have to support,
right?
You know, let's support the radio station. Let's push it.
It's back,
it's back, guys, and it's about the community. It's about the community,
and God did it.
Yes, He did it. He did it, and so let's get behind it. So
keep dropping my phone.
Yes. But guys, listen. We have some awesome programs that is on the weekdays. I hope you guys are listening to them. I tell you, they are phenomenal. If you just get a chance to just tune into 94.7, guys, during the weekday, they have some awesome programs. You know,
you got Pastor Smiles in the morning praise at 9 a.m.
Yes. Exactly. We got a caller. You got artist profile, the new artist profile with Dallas.
Let's see who this caller is.
Okay, caller, you on the air.
Hello, caller.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Who are we talking to this morning?
This is Patricia Lee from Hepzibah, Georgia.
Well, hello, Hepzibah. And that God delighting and good morning, Patricia Lee. Thank you so much for calling us this morning. So glad to hear your voice this morning. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to call and say good morning. Congratulations to you and Patrick, Coach Patrick, for returning back to the radio station. You know, sometimes in life it looks like God may close the door, and if He closed it, that's okay. But obviously, we know that was not His intent here. It was a season of preparation and staging for your next. You know, so we just thank God for rearranging things and repositioning things and bringing you back. I'm so excited on behalf of me and my family for the new season for you, and we just thank God that it's CSRA embrace you, and as you bring truth to all of us with boldness.
That is awesome. I tell you, we receive every word of it.
Every word. All the crumbs and everything.
You know, God told us a long time ago, you know, He had given us this mantle. You know, we just have a true passion to see people get better. And that's what it's all about. You know, it's not about us. It's about God doing what He's going to do in people's lives as it pertains to their health and their well-being. And we're excited about it.
So, yes. And just giving people the truth. You know, we're not in a day. People need the truth. You know, they don't need anything, you know, fictitious. They need godly truth. You know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for calling in.
Well, thank you. You enjoy the rest of your day.
And you too, and stay warm and hydrated. I mean, stay cool and hydrated. All right. All right.
All right. Have a great day.
All right. Calling you on the air. Oh, I thought we had another caller. So, guys, we was talking about our lineup that we have during the week. We do have another caller. Good morning. Caller, you on the air.
They hung up.
All right. So maybe it's a signal. But we was talking about our lineup during the weekdays that we have. Well, we have Pastor Small in the morning. Morning praise, just starting your day off right, and just you know, just like I said, you got to set your day, you got to set the tone for the day. How you set your day is most likely how you would move through your day and what kind of day you will have. You got to set that. You are in control of that, of how I set that day. So yes, we also have Mary Harris.
Afternoon
Praise Cafe, guys. If you want to just pull up and have a latte, a cup of tea, whatever, a cup of coffee, in the noontime, pull up to the cafe and listen to Mary Harris, guys, during that time. So, and then we also have, man,
Minister
if you just feel like talking it up.
I'm telling
you. Just want to just talk it up.
Come ready.
Bring it up.
You don't know what
regurgitate it up. Man, you better tune in to Arlene Edwards at 12 because she be talking it up. She has
3 to 5. That's
3 to 5. Talking it up, and she has had some awesome conversations, man. These some real talk, real issues, real situation conversation, and the testimonies that are coming out of talking it up, guys.
That New Orleans girl come out of.
Come on, oh man, come on now. Absolutely. And then you just want to just sit down and have time for dinner, man. You want your appetizer, your dinner, and your snack, and also your dessert.
All of it.
Come on, tune into the flock, man. Dinner with the flock. And then Pastor 5 to 8 p.m. And then Pastor Small, he gonna take you down to some smooth, cool jazz. Bring that brain down, relax it. Time to relax, time to calm down, because sometimes we just go, and we don't have a time to just sit down and relax. But you have to bring the energy down, because you get into autopilot. You've been busy and running all day. Now it's time. You don't wait till you go to bed to relax. You set that.
You got to
prepare yourself.
Get out of the monitors and all.
Yes, everything. Cut off everything and just relax. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, how you guys are doing? This is Deborah McDaniel.
All right, Deborah McDaniel. Where are you calling from this morning?
I'm calling from Hempsville, Georgia, the lovely city of the Lord.
All right, guys.
I agree with that. The Bible said that the Lord delighted in her.
Yes.
That's right.
Praise.
And you guys already know how much I love you all, and I just want to welcome you on behalf of our family and let you guys know how excited we are. We know that the assignment continues. It was a different direction for a minute, but the assignment stayed the same. And I just love watching you guys be faithful during that season. But now the community can now benefit and grow and see the amazing things that you guys are going to do to bless them. So we're so excited. It's just going to be a wonderful time. So we are so excited. So glad to have you guys back on the air. For you guys to come and bring truth about health, wellness, and anything around that area that God has given you to help people restore their health and their lives. So we're so excited and just love on you and Patrick and Jackie. We just love you guys so much and so glad to see you back.
Well, we thank you, Deborah. We appreciate it. Thank you for being there, because, when you got like, who is that? Jeremiah, like fire you shut up in your bones, and you're like, God, you done gave me so much. We gotta get this stuff out. I can't keep it to myself.
It's burning.
It's burning. We need to get it out. So when we left, when we transitioned to the podcast. God said that the mission hasn't changed.
That's right.
He said the location may have continue to occupy, continue to do what I have told you to do. It doesn't stop.
That's it.
And so that's what we did. And we put the podcast together, and we kept going. We kept rolling.
That's it. All for him.
Yeah, we watched you guys do that, and just because of your faithfulness, he's just getting ready to enlarge your territory. Your footprint is getting ready to get larger, so just be ready.
All right.
Well, we received that. And thank you so much. I know you got a big day ahead of you, because Deborah McDaniel does so much. Her and Patricia Lee, the first caller, with Wild Women on Wellness.
Yes, our project manager, administrator.
I tell you, it's a push-pull relationship, because they pushed me into doing ministry of wellness. I've been putting it off for the longest.
Oh, yeah.
Them and Jackie has been pushing me, so we got that started this year.
See, what he don't know is he don't understand that, you know, I say some things and he'll just look at me, you know, he receive it, but he'll kind of lax it. But I called my reinforcements. So I called Deborah.
Oh, that's what y'all been doing.
So I called Deborah. I called the prophet Deborah.
Thanks for letting me know.
And I said, okay, you know, you need to put some stuff up on the on there. I said, because he hear me, but he don't hear me. So I said, so I called my reinforcement. So that's how we were, push and pull. So I said, okay, I called my reinforcement in. So, but you know, we see the potential.
We get to carry out our because you carry and walking in your purpose, we get to carry out.
Yes, I like that what you just said, Deborah. That was profound. Because we're doing in obedience what God wants us to do. Others get to benefit and walk out theirs. See, and that's that push-pull, that unity, that relationship. And if we all can have that same mindset and think like that, we would just only can imagine where we can be and how far we can go. You know, if we can all just come into that type of mindset and that unity,
that oneness, like Pastor Miles like to say, that oneness. You know,
that oneness.
That's what we have here, and that's what we're gonna continue to do. But Deborah, we thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, my pleasure. I love you guys.
Love you too, and you have a great and wonderful day.
Thanks.
So, oh God, that's awesome. Great inspiration, motivation this morning to pick me up and on time words.
Most definitely.
Awesome.
Well, encouragement is good.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
It's a human element that you need.
Right. And you always,
you don't seek it.
You don't seek
but,
it.
You know, it's good.
But you receive it. Yeah. And it's like God sends that on time word. You don't receive it for arrogance or to boast.
Because it can get unbalanced if you just seek.
But you can't boast in the Lord.
And things of that nature. You just got to know that God has assigned me to do what I'm doing, and I'm going to be on post and do it.
And He knows when you need it. When you need it. So, and that's the thing. And He keeps you grounded there. But we was talking about the weekday shows. I think we ended up with Papa Small, but we didn't get to the Saturday lineup. And you know, you start your day with us.
That's right.
Jackie and Coach
Hour of Power.
The Hour of Power, the Power Couple, bringing you relevant information that pertains to your health and well-being, guys, because we are here to take you to another level of health, shift your mindset, help transform your mind when it comes to things of your health and well-being. Caller, you are on the air this morning.
Good morning. This is Sharon calling from Augusta.
Hi, Sharon from Augusta. Guys, we just thank y'all this morning.
Yes, we do.
I had to stop real quick. I'm on my way to meet the singles for our single fellowship this morning. And but I just wanted to call and say welcome back to let you guys know how much we appreciate you. We appreciate you so much. We really do. I thank God for all that you have imparted into our lives and all that you continue to impart in our lives. You meet us where we are, and we appreciate that. You work with us every step of the way. I used to tell Patrick during class, I was like, Patrick, I just fell off the wagon and it just rolled right over me. And he would say, okay, get up, get back on the wagon, and start again. And you would never, you never beat up on us. Like, so you just meet us where we are, and we just appreciate that so much. Just looking forward to going to the next level with Jackie and Coach, and praying for God's best for you. And I appreciate the opportunities that you have afforded me in my business as well, and working with Get Fit with Jackie, Women Owner Wellness, and now Ministry of Wellness. So you guys have a great day, and just keep on doing what you're doing.
All right.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. And y'all have a great single fellowship today, and enjoy the good breakfast and also the time at the market. Get some good stuff.
Yes, I'll get some sun and some steps, and then I'm gonna get some rest after that.
There you go, right there. Awesome. Well, you have a great day, Sharon, and be blessed. Love you too. All right, bye-bye. Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Awesome words.
And as we was talking, and we was telling you, and coaching, we're here to bring you practical wisdom.
That's it.
That aligns with the word of God, that lines up with what God's already said about us.
Right. I mean, you can reject it or you can receive it.
Yeah, God said, my people destroyed of a lack of knowledge. And God said,
and not because it's not out there, it's just most of the time people just reject the knowledge.
Right. And if you go against the grain, we're just not. We're here to bring truth.
We're just a dispenser.
We just a dispenser of His word and do what He told us to do. Just like Jesus, He was just about His Father business.
That's right.
And that's what we hear.
So let's get through these Saturday shows, and we're gonna get to the.
I know we are, but then let it flow. Let the Holy Spirit just flow. Because this is relevant information. And guys, I'm a creator and a visionary, and so we know each other well, and so we know how to flow with each other and go back and forth with each other, and that's very important in relationships. Just know how each other is wired and how it didn't just always be that way. We had to become. Because the Bible said we're becoming one.
We've been becoming one for 41 years. And
still becoming. Still becoming.
But listen, guys, Saturday shows, you got us coming on at 8 a.m. every Saturday with Health Matters. And it's all about your health and your well-being. Then you got Pastor Bush that follows us at 9 a.m. with the Concerned Ministers Fellowship, You Matter. And Sister Sean Harris, Saturdays with Sean. She should have said Saturdays with Sean, a whole lot of fun. But Saturdays with Sean Harris at 10 a.m. And then Alicia G, guys, coming on for the midday motivation. She's going to motivate you to get on through the rest of that Saturday. Right,
push you over that hump.
12, that right? And that's going to lead you into Tony D, the new artist profile. Everybody know Tony D. He's on from 6 to 8 with the new artist profile. And he's doing an awesome job. Not just in the community, not just in the CSRA, but beyond. So keep doing what you're doing, brother. All right, Jackie.
Yes. We just like to say good morning to our Facebook watchers, Teresa Davis. Good morning. And some of those that already have called in. We thank you guys. We appreciate that. So grateful and for that. And I just tell people, I like to always sow and show act of kindness to someone. We can choose, guys. We can choose to do what's right, or we can choose not to.
That's right.
But there's a choice. And my husband have a quote that he says all the time: every day is not perfect, but every day has a purpose.
Yes, it does.
And it does. And we got to choose that. And some days are harder than others. It is, So guys, we are in the summer months. We are. We had some weather yesterday.
Well, that's how it is.
Yeah, we want to pray for those families in Texas. Just pray for the families and pray for the loved ones and the people that they still have people they have not found. And all the things that have been going on in New Mexico and Texas.
There was even floods, I think, in Chicago,
Illinois. Then we had LA, a collapsed sewer tunnel. They was under there doing sewage work. Just continue to pray, guys, and get that relationship with God. I tell you, you can't make it without God today. It's very, very scary not to have God in your life today. Right. You have to get that relationship with God, and you got to do it.
That's the main thing.
We're living out the Bible right now. If no one is awakened and seeing this, we are living out our last days.
And relationship with God doesn't mean that God takes you away from everything that you're doing in the community. But He works with you. He works with you in the community and in this world to do what needs to be done. I mean, there's a verse in the Lord's Prayer that tells us, "Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." So we got to stop chasing heaven so much and do what God has given us to do.
That we striving to go to heaven.
Well, I mean, if you got the relationship with God, you believe, you confess His word, and you got the relationship with Him, you go into heaven. That's a given. That's a given. But we have to occupy this earth. So in order for His will to be done on earth, we have to, find our purpose in Him, the giftings that He gave us, and apply them in this world, and do what He has called us to do.
Because He gave all.
We got heaven. That's our assurance. That's our assurance, not insurance, but assurance.
Well, God gave us, a gift. He gave us these gifts and talents. And
we got to use them.
We got to use them. We don't sit here and bury them. I think Arlene was talking about. You just don't sit here and be selfish and bury. People need to benefit from that. It's not for you.
It's for them.
It's for them.
Yeah.
So stop burying what God has
That's good.
given you.
That's right.
It's for others.
And some of us have to
Stop
go into
being
these.
selfish.
Right. Some of us have to go into some hard places, but when we go into those hard places, we still have to portray the word of God and be the word of God in those hard places. Don't let our environments, just because there's environments
Change
that
us.
could change
Right.
you, don't let it change you when you in those environments. Make sure you are the light. Make sure you are dispensing the word of God.
And you're not looking like them. And you're not looking like the word. We're trying to move towards this topic, but if I'm gonna move the way the Holy Spirit wants us to move, you know, because this is basic.
I just keep reminding you and the Holy Spirit, we got to stop.
This is basic knowledge here. This is basic knowledge that everybody know, you know. So, but if God is leading us in a direction, we're gonna go with Him. We're gonna go with Him. We're not gonna be disobedient with that, and we're
His will be
done. Absolutely, only His good and perfect will.
Because you never know what God is doing when He's doing it.
Right.
And it's just a privilege for Him to use you to do it.
Yes.
To use you to say it.
And being that.
That's why we have to be brave and confident in His word to say and do what He tells us to do when He tells us.
Yes. And guys, we welcome your views
all the time
and your opinion. That's why we have a number. You can call in. It's 803-226-0041 or 226-0043.
And Aiken, we've heard from Augusta, Hepzibah, but we want to hear from you.
We want to hear from Aiken.
And everybody else in South Carolina.
All those, Edgefield, all those out there. We know some people out there. Give us a call, guys, and just share your views and opinion, how WAAW is impacting your life.
And how excited you are.
And how excited you are to be back, to have this community radio station back on the air, to bring you godly truth. You know, so we're excited. So guys, we're in our summertime. We're traveling and families are traveling, and you know, we know school is getting ready to start back soon, but we still have a few more weeks of months of summer.
August haven't even got there yet.
Summer heat, guys. And I don't know about y'all, but I walked outside yesterday and I'm like, I told my husband, why it's just this heat feel different.
It is different.
Somebody made a statement. They said, well, when Helena came, you know, we got out here, we tore all the trees down. So now we're feeling more heat. That trees are not up, kind of help blocking some of the sun and releasing some of the coolness that is supposed to. So we're feeling more heat than what we normally. And I'm like, is the sun closer than what we?
So
I'm just saying, but it was just. I'm like, why it feels so just hot. I know it's hot, but it just feels different, y'all. I don't know. Is it me, y'all? Y'all tell me. Is it me or y'all?
Sometimes it's so hot it's hard to breathe outside, especially if you've been inside for a minute. But listen, as you and your family have fun in the sun, we want to talk about just summer safety, you know, healthy fun in the sun, and we got to get ready to go for a break here in a minute. But as you guys get ready to have fun in the sun during the summer months, don't forget the one important thing, and that's your health. Don't forget that, you know, because we want you to stay healthy, you know, as you're having fun and enjoying family and having these family reunions and going to the beach and things like that. But the more sun you're exposed to over your lifetime, the higher your risk of developing skin cancer. And skin cancer is usually caused by skin exposure to ultraviolet rays from the sun. Now, it is estimated that up to 80% of a person's total exposure to the sun happens before the age of 18. So that's why it's so very important that we protect our children. You know, we put that sunscreen on them and things of that nature, because a serious sunburn in childhood increases a skin cancer risk by as much as 50%. So, you know, if your child get those sunburns when they're young, that increases their risk. So we have to protect them. And, you know, kids, they love to go outside and just be in the sun. They don't care. You know, you have to tell them it's too hot outside, baby. We can't go out there right now. Wait till the sun go down a little bit. You know, so you have to be mindful of those things.
And it's a total of 80. It's estimated that over 80% of a person total exposure to sun happens before the age of 18. We know vitamin D, natural vitamin D is good now. It is good. We don't want to exclude that, because
you need some sun time.
And the sun has a lot of health benefits now. It really does. So God created everything for a reason. So, you know, so some skin it needs that absorption of natural sunlight. It's just overexposure of the sun, you know, can sometimes have a negative effect. But you know, just doing, and some people have more effects than others. So our body needs, because sometimes when you know, sometimes when you go in the sun, you know, you just haven't had enough. You go in there and it just feels so good to the body. That's your body absorbing that natural nutrients from the sun rays that it naturally needs. So there are benefits of the sun.
Most definitely.
We just, it's the overexposure of, you just want to kind of
and not protecting your skin.
Yes.
And you know, there's a myth that Black people don't have to worry about it, but you know, or people of color, you know, don't have to worry about being in the sun because of our melanin. But we do. You know, if we're going to be out there, we need to know that those UV rays are damaging and penetrating all types of skin, regardless of our ethnicity. Now, while skin cancer rates are significantly lower among African Americans, Hispanics, and things like that than Caucasians because of our skin color. But just remember, low risk doesn't mean no risk. So there is still some risk. And that's why it's important, you know, when you are outside, when you're at the beach, at family reunions, in the park, or whatever we're doing, it's important for you to, you know, put some sunscreen on yourself. And it's recommended by the American Academy of Dermatology to apply a sunscreen with at least an SPF of 30 or higher, and then to apply it every 2 hours or immediately after swimming or heavy sweating, you know, if you're continuously outside.
And just be careful even when you're working out, guys. Your intensity of your workout, the times of the day you're working out, and you know, they're recommending working out earlier in the morning because your body is already expending energy.
Right.
And so you want to make sure that's being replaced. So in the summertime, it's working a little bit harder. So you got to make sure you're hydrated prior,
most definitely,
during, and after, and you're replacing those electrolytes. Some people like to, you know, some people preferences is Gatorade. You know, some of those things can have a whole lot of added sugars to them. And we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to go to a break. But then
let's go to the break now, and then we'll come back.
So we're going to take a break, guys, right there. But we're going to come back here. We're talking about summer safety, healthy fun in the sun, and because we want to have a good time, but we want to be safe and be cautious during the summer months and then these heat. But guys, we want you guys to stay locked down right here on Health Matters with Jackie
and Coach Patrick,
and we will be right back. Hey guys, hey my audio boo, happy birthday today. You already, your J-Mon told you, celebrate your birthday the whole month. You continue to do that. So when someone said your birthday was last, we said, no, I'm still celebrating my birthday. Celebrate it like your J-Mon wants you to celebrate it.
So gonna start from here.
We just talked about that.
Huh?
I said we just talked about that Sunburn energy. We live right here.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah, we need to roll into that. Yeah, we need to roll into that to
not calories, energy.
Okay, well, same thing. You can say energy. I don't have to say calories. But we can say energy. All right, guys, y'all stay with us. We're getting ready to come back after the break in about a minute.
All right, guys, welcome back here to Help Matters with Jackie.
And Coach Patrick.
Guys, you've been listening to Shout 94.7 FM WAAW, guys. Thank you guys for joining us again this morning. This has been a great conversation, guys. Great conversation. Guys,
and as always, they can call in. You give them the number again.
That's what I was getting ready to say, Coach. You can call in. The number is 803-226-0041, 803-226-0043, guys. I think and then we have across the stream on our other platform. You can Facebook going across the seeing, hey, Crystal, good morning, girl. Good morning.
Facebook and YouTube.
All right. I seen you out there walking yesterday at work. I'm like, I was like, all right, Lamau, you just stay up in there.
That's our daughter-in-law, Jackie.
That's our daughter-in-law. Yes,
she's pregnant with our fourth grandbaby, Lanaya.
Yeah.
My son, Patrick.
Can't wait to see my jelly bean.
She's due to be here anytime this month, so we're looking forward to that.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so to get back to this, let's talk about, Jackie, as the body burns calories or energy. It's just the food that you eat. Food has calories in it. You can use calories, you can use energy, whatever you choose to use. And it produces, and Jackie prefers to use energy. So the body burns energy and it produces heat.
You got to replace
to keep its temperature, because the body has to be at a certain temperature at 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. But in a hot environment, as we've been talking about, or doing physical activity, the body rids itself of excess heat. Body is amazing. We're fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes, we are. God created a amazing organism in us. And yes.
And the way it does that is by sweating. And dilation of our blood vessels. So when sweat evaporates from the skin, you begin to cool off. It feels good when you're sweating, when you're working off and that wind hits it. So that helps you to cool off and stay at that temperature that you need to. And then when the blood vessels dilate, blood is brought up to the skin surface to release heat. So that's your body functioning to keep it at that certain temperature.
Right.
But what happens is we have problems when the body's cooling mechanisms do not work properly. For example, when the air temperature exceeds body temperature, which we've been having this week, the body cannot easily cool itself off. If the air is humid, sweat also does not evaporate quickly. So we have to keep those things in mind. Yeah,
and certain things happen when that take place, and that's why you got to be very mindful and listen to your body. I think they said a firefighter, some fire truck, state worker collapse, or no, I think it was a UPS guy collapse.
Wow.
And die.
And some people don't have no choice. They have to be out there in
that weather. So that's why it says very important to stay hydrated when you're out there in these extreme temperatures. When you're working,
right?
Because like you said, a lot of people don't have a choice,
right?
But they have cooling towels and things of that nature you can use to put on you. I see a lot of people things like the head things, even head things that blows cool air on them. So they are selling those. There's like smaller air conditioners.
Right.
So those are things that you can use and cooling towels that you put water on and put around your neck.
Cool.
So these are things that you can use, but a lot of this can lead to heat related injuries,
illnesses,
heat rash, heat cramps, heat exhaustion, heat strokes,
and heat stroke can lead to death.
Yes.
And here's the thing about heat cramps. Once you start painting, it just don't go away because you start drinking water. So, it takes time. And some of the things that you have to do, we're not going to get into all of these real deep. But, just know that those related heat injuries or heat illnesses will come, if your body get off with its temperature.
Right.
And one of the main things to do, though, is if you're outside, call for medical help immediately, because one thing leads to another. Try to get the person in a cool place. Try to get them some cool water that they can sip. You don't want to just drink a lot of water, swallow a lot of water when you start going through these changes, these heat injuries or illnesses, but you got to sip it very slow. Like Becky said, a cool, wet cloth, try to get that, something to put around your neck or your head or something. If you have to, depending on what symptoms you may have to remove some layers of clothing.
And you have to adjust your workout. And I can't stress that enough. You have to adjust your workout.
Right.
Remember, I was talking about the time of the day you're working out, either early in the morning. Coach and I, we went bike riding, was it Monday?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like at 6 in the morning.
Yeah,
and it was nice and cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and cool. But when those temperatures get extreme, you have to be careful. You have to lower the intensity.
Right.
Because it's harder for your body to cool down. And a lot of people, want to drink room temperature water, but you got to drink cooler water. It regulates your temperature and cool your body temperature down quicker than room temperature water does. So you got to make sure, and we were talking about replacing the electrolytes. Some people do Gatorade. That's people's choice of preference of what they do, but just be mindful of added sugars that is in those type of drinks. But you can get fruit, you can get lemons.
Right. Fuse your water.
You can put a little Celtic salt, a little bit under your tongue, just a little dab up under your tongue. Just replacing though, because you got to replace the electrolytes,
right? Because the water flushes a lot of
absolutely, and it does even when you just drinking a whole lot of water and your urine is white. That means you're flushing out electrolytes and enzyme. So it shouldn't look like apple juice. It should look like very, very clear, pretty yellow. Not really. It should be some type of
lemonade,
a tint.
Yeah, like a tint.
You can see clearly through it. So just being
and if
careful.
It's too clear, if it's just clear white, then you too much
pushing
water.
out.
Yeah,
you got back off a little bit. And I got dehydrated once, and I said I never let myself get dehydrated again. And I'm drinking water, and the doctor said, no, you can't do that. Now you got to sip. It's even a certain way you have to try to rehydrate yourself. Right. So you have to be careful of that heat strokes. And people have had it. I have seen it on social media where people have suffered those heat strokes. They're not drinking enough water, or they're drinking more sugary drinks, and they're not, and these things are dehydrating them.
And that you just said it. During these times, you have to decrease your sugar intake, your caffeine, alcohol intake, and drink plenty of fluids, throughout the day. You got, like we said, add fruit to your water.
And also, Coach, watch what you're wearing. Breathable clothing.
Right.
When you're working out,
Most definitely.
So watch those plastic things you're putting on. That holds in heat.
Right.
Those are not. People can say what they want to say. They are not good to work out in. Especially in the extreme heat, because it's really, it makes you sweat, and most of that is just water, and that you're sweating. You're not really burning anything. So, but that can be very dangerous in exercising in extreme heat. Right. You really can.
Right. So dehydration, that's very, very important. As we said, it's so important to recognize the signs of dehydration. Dehydration occurs when the body, has lost its stores of salt and water, like Jack has said, the electrolytes, and then that can lead to those heat-related injuries that we talked about. So if not replenished, painful involuntary muscle spasms on the heat cramps can occur. And like I said, when these things happen, they're just not going to go away because you start drinking water. You got to really get that body back down to where it can manage these things.
A minute.
Yeah, severe dehydration can cause a person to go into shock due to inadequate blood flow throughout the body's tissues and muscle tissues that can break down. So this can progress into life-threatening complications, like I said, such as heat stroke. Heat stroke is very dangerous, depending on the person and how their body could withstand, that going through that. So, this occurs when the body overheats and the sweating and other cooling mechanisms has failed. And that's why you have to be careful with, like Jack said, when you're putting on these plastic suits and things of that nature, because it's going to cause your body heat to go up so high. And, depending on age and all of those things, your body could respond differently to that. So just be mindful of that. Now, the CDC recommends women drink 2.7 liters a day, and men drink 3.7 liters a day of water from beverages and foods. You get your water from beverages and food. So that's what the CDC recommend. And you can go out there and you can get all type of measurements on how much water you should drink.
Everybody, look
just
at
be
your
mindful.
urine.
Just be mindful. One of the ways that you
Yeah.
can determine if you're getting the proper amounts of water is look at your urine when you're using the restroom. And as we said, if it's really clear white, you drinking too much of water. If it's a yellow tint, like a lemonade tint or something, then you're pretty much good. But if it's a dark, sweet tea looking tint, you're not getting enough.
That's really dark. I would like to say apple juice.
Apple
but
juice,
it is over time. You just kind of watch it. A lot of people just don't look back. Look back. Even when you have a bowel movement, look back. Is your bowel floating? That indicates you're not getting enough fiber in your bowel. So look back. I mean, gross as it sounds, but that's your body. You're an advocate for your health.
That's it.
You're your but your urine, it's a stage. You have different stage, and when you're getting, it'll let you know, hydrate. It's time to hydrate. Urine will let you know, hydrate. You're getting a little bit on the tinted dark side. Get back over here. Right. So go drink 4 ounces here every 30 minutes, and
get it back where
it needs to be. Your body we can get off balance.
Most definitely.
Your body speaks to you every day. We just don't listen. We don't listen to it. It's sitting here talking to you.
I mean, just like your car have those lights,
those warning lights, ding, 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 hydrate, eat. It's telling you something, indicating something is off. When your body tells you that your equilibrium or your something is down, you have to get back in sync.
Right.
It will tell you, when you're out of sync. Right. When it's, let me go sit down for a minute. Right. I just need to go sit down for about 5 minutes. Like we was talking about Pastor Small at the end of the day. Don't just jump in the bed. Go sit, meditate, read. Get your scripture.
Listen to some Jesus jazz.
Listen to some Jesus jazz. Right. Yes, but I'm just being real, guys. Your body, but some people will go, just like the energizer button. Go, and you don't stop.
Yeah.
Use wisdom. Use wisdom.
That's something we'll be talking about on the show too, because that's so important for us to
get back into sync. Your body is talking.
It's hard for people to say no to things.
You have to learn to say no. You can't be everything to everybody, and you can't keep pouring from an empty cup.
That's right. As we're talking about water, because there's just so much out there of water, how much to drink. People have water challenges, and people walking around with jugs of water. So although it's rare, it's possible. Yeah, although it's rare, it's possible to drink water to the point that it is dangerous, y'all. So too much water can lead to a low sodium level, as we talked about. That's why you have to replace those electrolytes, and this is known as hyponatremia. Now, the biggest risk factor for the condition is drinking too much water too quickly. So that's why you have to be mindful of that. And CDC says that more than 1.5 liters per hour, which leads to fluid overload. So, it could be, counterintuitive for you to be drinking too much water. Just be mindful of that. Some signs of dehydration include feeling lightheaded, dizzy, nausea, dry skin, fatigue, cracked lips, fast heart rate, and headaches. Now, these are also early signs of heat exhaustion. And we already talked about urine color is a good way to check your hydration.
Let me elaborate on that, Coach. As we age, women, menopause, we can find ourselves getting dehydrated quicker than what we normally used to when we wasn't going through menopause. So be very mindful, that you're getting your water intake in. And just like you said, check your hydration level is by a good urine color.
Right.
It's the best way. You can pull those things up in Google and look it up, and it will show you. These are just practical wisdom things to just do. It's just is what it is. There are some things just is what it is, because we're occupying this earth with a earthly body.
Right.
So we need the things that we need to do in this earthly vessel. But our body is the temple of the Holy Spirit.
Yes, it is.
But we still have to occupy on this earth.
That's right.
So we still have things that we have to take care of.
Yes, it's our responsibility for the natural.
But it's God's ability. But He don't want us to be naive and just not do what we're supposed to do. There is stewardship that He has given us.
Faith without works.
So that means I'm not finna sit here and be all crazy with my body, but not following the practical wisdoms that is put in place to occupy this vessel on this earth.
That's good. Yeah.
And as long as we're occupying this vessel on this earth, we got to do the practical things to keep it going. We trust God for our healing. He is Jehovah Jireh. He is the God that healeth thee.
Yes, He is.
But we also have this earthly vessel that we have to occupy.
Yeah.
So we got to hydrate it. We got to feed it. We got to but we got to make sure we're feeding it, being mindful of what we feeding it and how much of it we're feeding it.
Right. And our exposure to that sun,
There
because we are fearfully and wonderfully made, and God has given us everything that we need. I mean, the two main variables that really we're responsible for is our dieting and our physical activity. So if we can do those two things, if we can get those two things right, a lot of things as it pertains, to our health and well-being, would be manageable. Manageable.
We have to. We don't have to get super.
Every man is appointed to leave here one day, and this body is decaying, every day, every month, every year, but we can, get some longevity out of it by doing those two things.
Yeah.
By just taking
and today we have a lot that we have to press today, but that's another conversation. But we're almost coming down to the end, so we're gonna wrap this thing up because we got certain ministry coming in right in after us. So we want to kind of just breeze through this, Coach, if we can.
Well, we're just gonna go to letting people know that there are cooling shelters out there in Richmond County, Columbia County, Aiken County. There are cooling shelters set up because you have some people that may have challenges where they can't just get out of the heat, even in their home. So you can contact most of the cooling shelters are at the recreation and parks facilities. And then there may be some churches. I can run down this list, but Carrie Mays, Bernie Ward, Blythe, Henry Brigham Center, May Park, McBean Center, Sand Hills, Warren Road, Diamond Lakes. All of those are in Richmond County, Columbia County, Bessie Thomas Community Center. And then in Aiken County, the Salvation Army of Aiken. Burke County, you got the Burke County Recreation Department. So all of these places you can go to. You can check your website, your county website, or you can check the news websites, and they'll tell you exactly where these centers are, what time they're open, numbers to call, and all of those things. So if you need shelter to get out of the heat, then check the websites. Maybe in fact, you can go to our website because we're going to put it on our website so it'll be there. Get Fit with Jackie Fitness, and getfitwithjackie.net, and you'll see the different cooling shelters. All right, Jackie.
All right, guys. So, guys, we get ready to wrap this up. Remember, guys, we have this body on this earth, and there's just practical things that we have to do. That's just we can't be so spiritual, holy that we know earthly good. There's a body. We operate. We have a body. We have a spirit. We have a body. We have a soul, and we are a tripart being. And God created this, and we have to understand how we are wired. And God has given us stewardship you know, and he said bodily exercise profit little. That means it's important. It
That's
is
right.
important
That's right.
that we do these things, okay? So a lot of things have gotten kind of off balance in some things for us, food and eating. So we got to do our best. And the best thing, pray over your food.
No, sir.
Pray over your food, you know, and a lot of these things you can find on the CDC. A lot of these things you want to go to evidence-based things that can, from 2 to 3 sources that you can look at this information. But most of it, we give you this information because that's what we go and we research this and we give this information because it's just practical wisdom, you know. Then God comes in and do his part and give you
That's right.
his revelation and understanding and knowledge of it. Okay.
That's right. And you know, even the types of food you're eating, we say pray over your food, but
Amen.
even the types of food, you can be eating vegan, you can be eating organic if you think you're eating organic, but you still have to,
like I said, that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, you still have to consecrate it, pray over it.
Pray
I
over
don't care how
everything
well
that
you think you're eating, pray over it, because you just don't know if it's grown in this environment, if it's grown in this dirt, in this day and time.
What has been put in it.
You want to have that extra layer of protection and pray over your food. So listen, guys, we thank you for listening to Help Matters on Shout 94.7 FM on this morning.
Yes, guys. And remember, we have Concern Ministry Fellowship, Pastor Bush, coming up next. You Matter. We have Baby Sean Harris coming in, Faith Family. And also we have Alicia G, Midday Motivation, and taking us in, Tony D. So guys, we always like you to join us. Remember, we are here to help you to become a better you, to be the best you that you can be. We always like to leave you with 3 John 2. Beloved, wish above all things that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. Guys, remember out there, always sow and show an act of kindness, because you never know when that act of kindness may be extended back to you. We love you guys. CSRA, thank you for welcoming us back here on Shout 94.7 FM WAAW. See you guys next Saturday.
Bye-bye. We'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for tuning in on this morning. We love you. We love you.